Here's everyone. You guys
Hi.
can say hi.
Hi. Hi.
It's my audience.
Character.
Hi.
I like
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. I'd like to introduce you to Jim. Jim is 65 years old. He graduated high school. Didn't get to go to college because at that time that was something reserved only for the wealthy and the privileged. Jim got married young, had a family, and knew he had to get a job to support them. His goals in this job were job security for his family and a secure retirement for his future. He gets in the job. He doesn't really love it. His boss is kind of a jerk. He has to work long, punishing hours. Do you think Jim will stay at that job or leave that job?
Stay!
He's probably going to stay to support his goals. Now, I want to introduce you to Brenna. Brenna's 25 years old. Of course, she graduated from high school. She also graduated from college. She did rack up quite a bit of student debt. She's single. She still lives at home with her parents. She wants experiences in life, so she does need to get a job. Her goals in this job are fulfillment, the idea of being a part of something bigger, and engagement. So she gets into this job. She also doesn't love it. Her boss is kind of a jerk. She has to work long hours. Do you think Brenna will stay or leave?
Leave.
Leave, exactly. The truth is, the job world is changing, and our views on these jobs are changing, and consequently, we have to be able to change with it. It's important for all of us to be aware of this change because you may be about to enter the job force yourself. Some of you may be right in the middle of establishing your career. Some of you may even have employees of your own, and you have to be aware of these thought processes that they're having. These changes are going to affect all of us. So I propose this. In a growing economy, employers are struggling to attract and retain quality employees, and it is critical to the job market that these employers find a way to change their approach. In this speech, I'm going to provide an analysis of hiring and retention. I'm going to offer some solutions to this problem, and I'm going to describe what will happen in a best case, worst case scenario. In the current job market, the average tenure or length of employment for people ages 65 and older has been 10.3 years. However, in the age range of 25 to 34-year-olds, the tenure is 3.2 years. Unlike previous generations, employees are leaving their jobs when they're unhappy. They're waiting for the right job to come along. Now, in the current job market, the way employers are trying to attract and keep their employees is by offering a competitive salary. The problem is, as Forbes magazine states, only one job can offer the most money. So they try to attract other people with benefits such as health, dental, a 401k. But they're finding in this day and age that it's not enough. Why is that? I think first, it has to do with generational differences. Our older generations stay at their jobs out of loyalty, out of a need for retirement, out of a desire for success. But our younger generations are looking for something more. They want learning experiences, they want fulfillment, they want opportunities. Secondly, there are lots of job opportunities currently available. The unemployment rate right now is at 4.1%, which means it's getting harder for employers to find employees. Also, businesses continue to grow. In my town alone, we have technological companies coming in, creating new job opportunities left and right. This is very significant because if businesses can't hire quality workers, product and customer service is going to decline, and that's going to affect all of us. There's also an imbalance of expectation on our current employees. If you work at a job where 10 people are needed to work 40 hours a week, and you lose 2 of your coworkers to a better job, who's going to cover those extra 80 hours a week? You guys are. So I propose the 3 following plans of action. Employers should create a solid EVP, Employee Value Proposition. That means, what does the employee get for the work that they give? The way that employers can do this is through a good work-life balance. One of the things that they can offer is the idea of flex time. For a lot of people, the standard 8 to 5 Monday through Friday work schedule is not conducive to a normal life. So employers can offer perhaps the idea of working 4 10-hour days instead of 5 8-hour days. Or they could offer the idea of working Tuesday through Saturday instead of Monday through Friday. or possibly having flexible start times, which I am a big fan of since I don't like to do mornings. The idea of working maybe 9 to 6 instead of 8 to 5, or 10 to 7 instead of 8 to 5. Secondly, because so many of us spend more time at work than we do at home, employers can create an engaging and positive corporate culture. When I go to work, I want to be there. I want to like being there. Employers can offer abilities for employees to get to know one another through staff events, through team building, through off-site meetings. They can offer a policy of open communication where employees can feel comfortable and safe talking to their bosses about things that are happening within the business. And they can create a comfortable workspace. It doesn't mean you have to get all Google with nap pods and self-driving cars, but even something as simple as having a nice break room with snacks and drinks stocked for the employees. And the third way that employers can do this is through career path training. The worst thing that people can feel at work is stuck. So when an employer takes the time to invest in their employee, find out their career goals, and help them implement steps to reach those goals, the employee is going to feel invested in and it's going to feel like their employer cares about them. If employers can implement these concepts, it's going to solve the problem. It's going to attract new employees to the business. Businesses will be competitive and attractive because they're able to offer things that other businesses cannot offer. It's also going to help retain long-term employees by creating loyalty and satisfaction. Now, if employers get on board with this plan, it's going to higher the employment rate. You're going to get quality employees, and people want to be around successful people. So you're going to continue to get quality employees, and more people are going to want to work there. Also, for your long-term employees, you're going to have job satisfaction. You're going to have increased loyalty, and it's going to be a better business all around. But what will happen if employers don't get on board with this? Your employees are going to experience burnout, mental and physical exhaustion. The Mayo Clinic describes burnout as a state of physical or emotional exhaustion that also involves a sense of reduced accomplishment and a loss of personal identity. This is also going to lead to a decline in service and in our product quality. We're going to have unqualified workers trying to do a job, and we're going to have overworked employees trying to pick up the slack. Ultimately, it will cause a collapse in the job market. Businesses are going to fail because there's not enough workers to do the work, and because businesses fail, there's not going to be enough jobs for the workers we do have. In conclusion, we live in an exciting time where the average human lifespan is longer than it's ever been. And because of that, we're seeing a cross-generational workforce like we've never seen before. But in order to be successful in this integration, we have to adapt our thinking. Change can be hard, but JFK said this: change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. Therefore, I propose that employers consider new ways of thinking when it comes to attracting and retaining employees so that they will not be in danger of missing out on the future job market. Thank you.